Did you address the PlayStation stopping physical game discs starting 2028? I am disgusted with the way every one of these dumbass fucking companies, including Sony, which, by the way, Sony's a Japanese company. This is exceptional. Okay? If you've ever been to Japan, you know those motherfuckers still use paper receipts. Okay? So the very fact that a Japanese company would actually gut their hard disks is unbelievable. This must have been a PlayStation America decision. Okay? We are going to lose all of our archives. And not only that, yeah, they invented Blu-ray. I mean, they invented a new technology. We're going to lose all of our archives. We're not going to own anything, dude. It's insane. Rentierism is coming to the field of entertainment. It's already here. What the hell is happening? I hate this shit so much, okay? I hate this so much. The idea that you can't own anything, including video games, including movies, is so ridiculous. There's obviously a million different reasons as to why this is dog shit. Number one, this already happens all the time, with the exception of like maybe one of these, with the exception of maybe like one or two of these platforms, like the one that Cyberpunk is sold on. I forget what it's called. Most of these platforms regularly pull back their archives. Yeah, GOG is the only one I think that literally doesn't do that, right? But even Steam, like Valve, will sometimes take down certain pieces of content that you own, but you actually don't even own it. What are we doing? I hate this shit so much. Okay? I hate it so much. It is so fucked up. It already happens. You're just not aware of it. Okay? It happens all the time. You're oblivious to it. It happens with your library of content that you think you own, that you don't actually own. Maximilian dude blamed Trump for the Sony decision, and a bunch of hogs got mad at him
Games
for
will
it.
be released on PlayStation Store and at retailers and digital formats only. I have choice things to say of how we got here, but I'm going to save it. Us being in this precarious position didn't just happen because things happen. This happened because people voted for very specific people. As consumer preference, games will be released.
Yeah. Because did Maximilian dude just blame Sony? No physical distribution on Trump. What Max is alluding to here is that the current administration has virtually no consumer protection operations whatsoever, and that's by design to be as business friendly as possible. There's also the fact that the Supreme Court is extremely corporate friendly, so there's no legal avenue in the United States to realistically challenge Sony or any large multi-billion-dollar firm. This is all a result of our current trend in electoral politics. Who we vote into office matters, and there are downstream effects that you wouldn't normally connect that flow out to who controls the American government. I know a lot of people have varied opinions on Max Dude, but on this point, he's actually right. This is such a non-issue. It's not a non-issue. You don't need discs to pirate games. You never owned games. This is such a non-issue. Okay, look, I love piracy. You know this. I am very much pro-piracy. I'm so pro-piracy that I even made a joke about I would download a car if I could do it, alluding to the anti-piracy ads back in the fucking 90s, which became a massive point of controversy that Fox News still uses to this day. Yes, I love piracy. I'm pro-piracy all the way. I'm still frustrated that the legal avenues that existed for archiving things that you can own, okay, things that you can own and things that you can consume whenever you want to, are getting taken away. You never legally owned software, you were given a license. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What do you mean? When you have a fucking hard copy of the thing, they can't just come to your house and stop you. They can't be like, I'm revoking your license. That's the whole point of physical ownership. What the fuck are you talking about? Now, that license can be restricted because it's digital. Hello? What are you talking about? That's the whole point of fucking physical copies. They literally can. The full game is not on the disc. Oh my God. You are further proving my frustration. Everything is John Deere tractor, dude. Someone in the chat was asking earlier, what is right to repair? Okay. Nowadays, these companies that provide hardware, okay, to use a gamer terminology for something that's entirely different, they're actually no longer hardware companies. They're software companies, okay? That's going to happen to cars as well. It's insane because everything is anchored around generating more profit, sucking more money out of you. If they sell you something, everything revolves around rent seeking. If they sell you something and you can use it for the rest of your life, they can't consistently farm donations from you. They can't consistently make money off of you. Okay? This is, simply put, a company finding a new way to fuck you. A new way to get more money out of you rather than the initial upfront cost where you purchase the product and it's yours forever. And this additional paid for software is already taking place in cars as well. A lot of gamers hate the live service model, right? You hate it. You're like, this sucks. Everything is turning into the live service model. How do you not see it? The subscription model is a newer method on planned obsolescence. Back in the day, companies would create things that you use with planned obsolescence in mind so that every 2 years something would break and it would be cheaper for you to buy the newer product than to go and fix that product altogether. Okay? That's planned obsolescence. That's not enough, though, for physical commodities that you're purchasing. Okay? What they're now doing is software. What they're now doing is charging for the software. Everything is on a subscription basis so that they can just make one thing and then consistently farm you to pay for a privilege to use the thing that you already purchased. Tesla FSD costs $99 a year. Premium connectivity costs $9.99. This is how capitalism operates, by the way. If they could literally charge you for thinking about the fucking game that you just played, they would. This is the closest they can arrive at that reality. Do you understand? For a company, its primary goal is to make as much money off of you as they possibly can. This kind of live service model that they're moving into, okay, where they can charge you a season pass and like maybe sometimes tweak the game a little bit. Everything is like turning into Fortnite, okay? Actually ruins innovation, okay? It fucking ruins innovation when the only innovative product in the field of arts is about inventing new ways to farm money off of you without much improvements. Good luck getting a new game. One of the greatest examples of this is Grand Theft Auto. Okay? Rockstar is an incredible developer. Okay? For years and years, they made unbelievable single-player games. And then the last iteration of Grand Theft Auto came with online gameplay. And then their production halted. Take-Two, yes. Their production halted because Grand Theft Auto Online was making money hand over fucking fist. It became their ultimate cash cow. This is how capitalism ruins innovation, and it's how capitalism destroys creativity.
A cost-saving measure for Sony, but those cost-saving measures do not pass on to the consumer. They get to save on manufacturing.
Yeah. Cutting physical media cuts costs only for the company. They get to save on production, design, shipping, and still charge the same thing with nothing being passed on the consumer. And it's also more devastating than that. Because now, what happens when they decide, oh, you have this game? The only way you can access it is if you give me $5 every time you play it. Okay? What happens when they can add dynamic pricing? They have all the data. They know that you could pay more, that you would be willing to pay more at certain times of the day. What happens when they add that factor? You are like, oh, that would never happen. Of course it will happen. It's happening right now. Hello?
They get to save on packaging.
Unfortunately, so many gamers get their notes from unwashed fucking moronic losers like Asmongold, so they don't even realize that this is happening. And they only recognize they're getting butt fucked on the tail end after it's all said and done. That's it. Unfortunately, so many fucking dumbass reactionary gamers won't even realize that this is going on. One of the greatest examples of this was with Lena Khan and with Xbox, right? They were all talking big shit. What happened? Right now, if you want to purchase God of War, you go to Walmart, it's $34. You go to PSN, it's $60. Why the fuck do you think that's the case? There you go.
They could have saved on shipping, but the game still costs the same. They're going to cost full charge on the store, and retailers don't have a say in that. So consumers just get way less options as a result of this. This is
the importance of physical discs explained by Sony themselves 13 years ago.
PS4 discs, they have the rights to use that copy of the game. They can trade in the game at retail, sell it to another person, lend it to a friend, or keep it forever.
What is this? GTA 6? Not to mention they're locking certain stores for a normal price because you didn't get the premium. The GTA 6 physical version will not have a disc, will have no map, will cost $80. One retailer said only 11 people pre-ordered it. Rockstar really needs to rethink this and release a disc version later if they want to prevent leaks at launch before Sony stops disc production altogether in 2028. Low key, you know how like the transgender issue is catnip for the dumbest people in society to go and like vote for Donald Trump, who has fucked them over every step of the way and has not fixed the economy at all. This exact same thing happens in gamers as well, many of which are already Trump supporters. For gamers, is DEI. They literally think, oh, DEI this, DEI that. Oh, video game titties are smaller. And they like hyper focus on this. And they think that's what's ruining gaming. Meanwhile, what's ruining gaming is capitalism. I swear to fucking God. They're like, oh, the pronouns of developers. Oh my God, my developer has a septum piercing and blue hair and they're queer and non-binary. Bitch, that's always what it's been. They're fucking nerds. Of course they're queer and non-binary. They're goddamn nerds. When the fuck have gaming developers not been non-binary queer nerds? They always have been that way. You're a fucking idiot. Now you're fucking celebrating them losing their fucking jobs because you're an idiot at the behest of VC funded, hedge fund funded, big tech firms that come in and purchase everything they can and gut the fucking product. Yeah, in September, some PlayStation customers will no longer be able to access some purchased movies and shows. It underscores the fact that digital purchases are really more like long-term rentals. I've been warning about this for fucking years. That's the whole point. They can just take away shit that you purchased, and then dumb fucks in my chat will be like, oh, technically it's a license anyway. Oh, really? Oh, that's what you were doing. That's what a book is too. You know, it's technically unlicensed, dude. When I'm reading the book, what are they going to do? Come to my house and take the book away? What are you, fucking stupid? So this is the stream, the PS5 going discless. Yeah, who needs that secondary market they don't get a taste from? It's not even the secondary market. It's just a cost-saving measure for them on the production side. And this way, they can inevitably charge you more to literally access your own fucking game. How do people not realize this? People pay for early access nowadays. That shit used to, like, games should never be released on alpha. They would be alpha tested, they would be beta tested, okay? And then the final product that you purchased would arrive at your door, a much more complete product, unless it was, you know, Elder Scrolls. Then you have to patch it into Oblivion. But whatever, right? Nowadays, the companies charge you to beta test the product. It's fucking ridiculous. And people do it. They don't even realize they're getting fucked over. So if a company's doing that for extra for extra profits, what makes you think they're not going to charge you for access now that you don't have the physical thing in your at your disposal? Controversial opinion, I don't even think it would be valid if they even drop the pricing, which is ironic because if they were like, okay, instead of $80, we're gonna charge you $60, but you can't get a hard copy, many gamers would at least be dumb enough to be like, okay, that's good. I still don't think it's fucking valid. The options should still remain. I can see exactly where this is going, and I'm warning you ahead of time, well, it's already too late. The events are already set in motion. But that's what's going on. They are going to literally, this is rent seeking, okay? They are going to charge you rent to own a thing that you previously were capable of fucking owning.